Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Devin, small town girl, big town hair, and I like to travel. So really feeling this whole Sunday fun day going live thing. So let's keep it going. First things first, happy mothers to all the mothers to be, mothers who are going to be mothers in the future, mothers who don't want to be mothers, but you still have a maternal place in people's lives, all kinds of women that are in the parenthood journey. Happy Mother's Day. Shout out to all my line sisters, my mom, she's the best, my aunts, my cousins, my friends, I mean, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. So today, I wanted to, so last week was just, girl, a lot happened last week, and I felt like it was super stressful. Like I felt affected and affected by what was like happening in the news globally, in the news nationally in the United States, internationally here in Costa Rica. Just last week was heavy, child. Okay, I don't know what happened last week, but a lot of things went down. In preparation for today, I decided that I wanted to make a mask from something that I had seen my grandmother. So I'm West Indian, like we said last weekend. So that's exciting. Drop your flags in the comment section below if you're West Indian. If not, I just want to know where you're from. Anyway, so my grandmother had once, I've seen her do things with aloe. So I was in the Mas Pormenos and they had this like bin of aloe leaves, and I was like, bet, I'm gonna do that. So I got that. Again, these treatments have been making my skin great, and I just want to keep on that. While I was in the store, I also saw this. I'm not gonna do the beauty blogger thing because I feel like you can see it. And it's basically, it says it's a peel off mask. So generally what I do is I make my peel off mask using like Elmer's glue and activated charcoal pills. But I wanted to see if this essentially is saying that it does the same thing. So I want to test this product out. It is from Nivea Effecto Mate. What? Peel off mask. So we'll see how this works out. So I'm gonna start with this. Yeah. So let's just hop into it. I have not used this before. I don't know if you need to shake it, but I assume you do. And yeah, let me just see how this goes. It says on the back that you apply 1 or 2 times a week, blah, 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 blah. Put it on your face, make sure it's clean, da, 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 da. The areas, no eyes, no lips. Leave it on for 10 minutes. Let's just see. I mean, girl, if you want to read the directions, look it up. I can't. Put it on your face, peel it off. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, it's black. I wasn't expecting that. I may be doing this wrong. I should be using my brush, huh? Off to a rocky start, Dev. Rocky start. Oh, it smells delicious. I don't know if I like that because I don't like my beauty products to have a smell. I don't know how this is supposed to peel off with this thin layer it's giving me, but anyway. This is supposed to do, I guess, with the I'm gonna use my fingers because this isn't working. This is supposed to do what I guess the activated charcoal mask does. So okay. I don't know that I believe it because it just feels a little too off-brand, but whatever. Anyway, so this week I didn't post on Thursday because I mean, you guys, I'm real. Shout out to Lauren if you're watching this. Happy Mother's Day, girl. I know you're an avid watcher and I want to shout you out because it's Mother's Day and you deserve all the happiness and joy in the world. Also Shayna. Anyway, back to regularly scheduled things. So this week, like, y'all know me, I am very transparent with you guys, much like this mask that I'm not feeling so far. We'll see. I might have just wasted $10, especially the way I'm burning through these layers, girl. But I'm very transparent with you guys, and I won't ever get that on my brows. I made that mistake before. It's painful. I will never like be fake. And a part of me, I don't have a mustache, but it looks like I do. A part of that realness is like on Thursday, I just couldn't bring myself to post. It was just a heavy week and I felt overwhelmed and stressed out. And y'all know how, I'm very transparent about my mental health, child. So it just didn't feel like a good time for me to post. This is my fan. So I couldn't really bring myself to do that. So I didn't. And it's just, I feel like a lot of things that we don't prepare for as people who live abroad and as expats is trauma from our home countries while we're abroad. So like, for example, I remember the first time, first time I had to deal with like a traumatic experience. And this could be like any time trauma. I'm speaking on a more like general level. So I'm gonna be talking about like the things within the Black community that's happening in the US or things within like just communities that you live in. I didn't realize that I wasn't prepared to deal with it until I was abroad and like some shit popped off and I was like, yo, who do I run to or turn to? You know what I mean? Like I had nobody. So I was just kind of like, what do I do? So I just want to give you guys some like tips or kind of how I process through a lot of the things that we have to deal with while living abroad in a community like where they can't relate and they can't understand. Like I was explaining to my uncle today, like it's hard to talk about race relations or things like traumatic events like what happened this week in communities where that is not the norm. Like not the norm, but it's like hard to explain. Like it just, people can't understand. Like gun violence, for example. Like in Canada, the guy went on a shooting spree and then they were like, boom, these guns are outlawed. So it's like hard for people to understand that. So it's really hard to talk about it, I feel like, when you're abroad. But it's also important to talk about it because it can lead to a lot of issues if you don't. So I guess the one of the main ways that I deal with any of the things that I said, like I'll drop a link in the comment section to the video about how to handle mental health and like that kind of things while you're abroad. But a lot of ways that I deal with it is by journaling. I talk to my support system, and you can also get therapy while you're abroad. I don't have a link to that, but if you do, please send it in the in the comment section so that people can share the information. But it's really important that while you're abroad, you deal with these kind of things. So dealing with trauma and like hurt and pain and things like that abroad can be extremely difficult, but it is something that's necessary. So yeah, I didn't post on Thursday because I'm not fake and I just couldn't. Like I barely got out of bed on Thursday. And thank God for my dogs, because if I didn't have my dogs, I would have been able to just stay in the bed the whole day. So just make sure that you're taking care of your mental health out there, peeps. My face looks like it's plastic, which is funny to me. So yeah. Another thing that I wanted to talk to was so I attend Alpha Street Baptist Church. They have service online. And the service today was really dope because he was talking about like all the different types of mothers. And I think it was a really important conversation. So it's like, he was saying people who are like maternal mothers, like they gave birth to their children and And those are, moms. And society largely sees those as moms, but there's so many other types of mothers. And like some of them are like, like your aunties. Like I have amazing mother aunts. Like they're the best. And like, or the guidance counselors at your school or your principal, or just people who like looked out like in your life. Because I think the world puts so much pressure on like being a mother, especially I feel like for me specifically, I'm talking about in my specific life, because Andres and I have been together for so long. We've been together for almost 8 years at this point. It's hard for people to understand why we don't have children right now. And I cannot unequivocally say that I want children or I don't want children. I just know that right now, at this point, we both don't see that for us today, right? If I'm talking about today. So I just think, you know, society puts a lot of pressure on those people to like procreate, but it was a really good service because he was talking about like all the different types of mothers you could be. Even talk about the mothers that, you know, gave their children away or weren't really there in their lives or any of those things. It's like, you know, love them for who they are and then just accept them for who they aren't, kind of, which is, I deal with that difficulty with, not with my mother, because she's the mom, but with like other people that I know in my life. And then he was saying, like the people before us, the people who paved the way for us. So like Happy Mother's Day to all those people like in the past that made it so that, you know, we can have technology or we can walk in the front door at restaurants or like, you know, like regular stuff. So Mother's Day can take many forms, and mothers can take many forms. So that's the second thing I wanted to hit up before I started to make my second mask. So after this dries and peels off, I'm going to do a moisturizing mask with aloe. I don't know if it's, okay, correct me in the comment section if it's aloe or aloe. I feel real embarrassed that I don't know how to say it, but I think it's aloe or aloe. I don't know. Anyway, so I found this, I was walking in the store, it's a place called Moisturizing Mask, and they have these like huge like stalks. I got two of them, and I cut it into like pieces and then put it in the freezer in an airtight Ziploc bag because according to the internet, you can keep these and use them. So it was like two really, like I would say 1.5 to 2 feet long like stalks. And then this was just like the leftover. So I decided to make a mask with that today. And I don't know how to do it. I've never done it before. So let's just see. From what my understanding of it is, all I have to do is scoop out the insides, drop them into this here glass container, mix in an egg. Voila. That's what it says. So I'm going to do that. Let me get a spoon and a fork. And let's get to it. So I have like 2 pieces that are like this size. This was one like chunk, like a little chunk, and I just sliced it in half to get the juk out. You know, when you were growing up and they would use this for burns and stuff, I always liked playing in this plant. I don't know why. I just felt like it was like otherworldly for me. I'm pretty sure my grandmother had one. I'm positive she had one because I don't even know, like somebody, yeah, I'm pretty sure my grandma had one. Island woman. Feels on brand. But yeah, so I'm just gonna scrape out the insides of this. See if that feels good. Oh, and so I changed my time. I realized that my time was set for Eastern Standard Time, and I live in Mountain Standard Time, so it's about 2 hours behind Eastern Standard Time. So I was doing my lives, but it was like 10 o'clock in the morning here. I'm going to try like this week and the next couple weeks to see, you know, like I said in the video, like I'm going to be changing some stuff around just to see what format works. I do have a lot of videos from trips and travels that Andres and I took because we went around Asia for like a month. We literally traveled all over Asia for a month and I didn't share any of that footage or any of those pictures or anything. And it's like, I want to show you guys because it was dope. So I will be integrating like, you know, some more of those footage videos like the ones I posted last week about our trip to this remote island in Indonesia that wasn't Bali. And just share those experiences mainly because like it's a dope ass like travel diary. Like I don't know who I am to not put that stuff on there, but we'll see. Something about this snotty look just, it makes you just so playful and childlike. I love aloe. I like juices with this in it. So I'm excited about having so much because I think I'm going to create some juices. I think I may have saved way too much this time around because I feel like that is enough. That was just from one leaf. Look at this. Ooh, come on, drop off. This much, I don't know if you can see it. That's literally, let me put it up better. This much was just one leaf. That's like a solid amount. So I think I'm gonna use these because they're like meh. And then this one I'm gonna put in the fridge and save it for a drink later on today. So I'm gonna just scrape out the rest of these because they're like little small. Did you know that this was a part of? Okay, maybe you did know, and maybe this is common knowledge, and maybe this is gonna be embarrassing. But you know this was a cactus? It's in the cacti family. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was succulent. Again, I think that could be common knowledge because like the fact that I don't know, I've never grown it, but it's a succulent. The point is, I learned that the more you know, the more you grow. Ugh, there's so much on my hands. Let's see. So, yeah. We have, ooh. So the stuff on my face, again, I really like it so far. It feels good, but it has a lot of perfume in it. I don't like fragrance junk on my face. Yeah. But you know, what are you gonna do? You live and you learn. I also don't believe this is gonna peel off in the way that I'm expecting. Just so that we're all clear. This I'm not gonna use because it doesn't work. Okay. So I have collected my alloy. I'm just gonna stop saying it. I've collected my specimen. That sounds gross. I collected it in here. And then I'm going to whisk it a little bit with some with a fork to try to get these chunks kind of smashed down a little bit. And then I'm gonna put one egg in it. And apparently that's it. I'm really excited to I'm really excited to have like the time that I have now to do a lot of my stuff with YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. It just really is, I really enjoy my life. Can I just be grateful for a minute? Because I haven't really liked my job and my living situation and the country I was living in all at the same time in a very long time. So I love my job. I couldn't be happier with my job. Shout out to Tiff for looking out with that one. And I love my house. I think it's very nice. Like I'm just, you know, sometimes you just gotta stop and be grateful for what you have. I'm not having a lot of luck with this. So let me, trying to break it up into these, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's probably supposed to blend it, but it's just hard to like nail down. Little splooshies. I'm just playing at this point. I mean, if that's my mask, you know, let it be. Frustration City. Anybody ever done this before? Can you tell me in the comments, like, how you're supposed to splooge out this? It just doesn't seem to be working for you, girl. Okay, well, that's as good as it's gonna get. Look how clean the fork is. How crazy is that? I love things that do that, like where it's like this, but then you look at the fork and there's like no trace of anything. I think that stuff is so cool. Also, can we talk about this musical artist that I just discovered recently, but maybe the internet knows about her? Her name is Leanne Lahava. I can't remember. I think that's what it is. She plays all these instruments and has the voice of an angel, and mind blowing. Like, I can't get enough of all of her music. She has a tiny desk because they're doing tiny desk a la distancia. Because, you know, social distancing. So she has this tiny desk that she's doing, or that she did, and I am so excited to listen to that one and hear how that is. This was a waste of money. Yeah. Here's my review of this. I'm not done, but I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't like it. I think I've had more success, and I felt like, okay, so the one that I usually do with the activated charcoal and the glue, which I'll do maybe next week or the week after, I can feel it like getting into my pores, and I can feel it tightening. This one, it just feels like, I mean, I should have known it's like a commercial type of market, or a commercially marketed peel off mask, but like, it just doesn't feel like it's tightening up enough to do what it actually needs to do. It's just that's my pre-review review of this product. I want to get, this week I also went and got my ears pierced. I got this pierced here and this down here pierced. It's not an essential thing, but I was asked to do a photo shoot for this Costa Rican jewelry company. And they were like, you need at least 3 to 5 holes, and I only had 2. So I went there and I got these 3 more put in my ears. But I'm really excited about that because, you know, I've never been like sought out to be a model. I mean, I am a model in my mind, but to have someone else recognize it is nice. At least to recognize my ears are nice enough to put in pictures. So that is a pretty exciting thing. Listen, y'all, I'm doing the best I can with what I have, okay? I'm going to see. Okay, well, it says I can see that it's gonna peel off. See that? Uh-huh. And it peels off for sure. I don't like the smell. Okay. Now I just look crazy, but it's coming. Let me just make sure it gets a little bit drier, I think, and this looks ridiculous. Oh, well, it does peel. That's good. It doesn't hurt. I don't know, y'all. Would I do it again? Like, if I were traveling and I wanted to do a mask, I would do this one. But no. I mean, it comes off a little bit. It's coming off. But I don't like the fragrance. I don't like the fragrance of it. Ugh. But yeah, so I'm gonna let this dry a little bit more, and then I'm gonna use this for my moisturizing mask. Let me get an egg. I'm gonna grab an egg real quickly. Am I supposed to use the egg white or the whole egg? Let us see. Da, 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 da. Empty a large egg. Okay. 1 egg. Here goes. It says you're supposed to mix it until it's like frothy. I mean, eggs are like the salt of the earth. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel like that feels like a good thing. This is just egg now. Like, yo, this is egg. This is just a scrambled egg with alloy. I'm not gonna enjoy putting that on my face. I don't like eggs really that much. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Not as satisfying as the other mask that I'll do next week. The other mask is like so satisfying to peel off because it's like you can see it and it peels off in like one sheet. I don't like masks that peel off like this. Let's see. Oh wait, I didn't mean to put that in my eyebrow. Oh gosh. Oh dear. Ugh. Nope. Still in my brow. Still in the brow. Oh man. This is terrible. I would take last week's oatmeal mask over this one. Uh-oh, hooked on the thing. Well, it was something. Maybe it'd be fun for kids. I guess kids shouldn't be putting masks on their face. I don't know, girl. Ooh. Okay. Little bits are gone. Here we are. Post that waste of money. Oh, girl. This is the ghetto. Okay. Here we go. Here we are. This is the end result. Your girl is going to give this hands down. Didn't like it. Thumbs down. I feel like I've made better in my own kitchen than that nonsense that I paid for. Plus, it has a fragrance that I still can smell and I don't like. Like it's a good fragrance, but I don't like to have fragrance in it because that means it has chemicals. Again, who wants their face to smell like that? Like, who needs a fragrance on their face? So so I've just taken off this one. It's terrible. I'm gonna put on my egg and aloe mask now that I just made because I think that will be much better. And that'll be like the end moisturizer bit. I'm gonna use my little makeup brush. See how it goes. I don't know. Aloe is kind of like slimy. So apparently this is supposed to like, oh, I hate eggs. Like I can just smell it. Oh, that almost made me throw up. I hate that smell. Oh my gosh. Yo, y'all, does anybody have like, they used to get like hair treatments with mayonnaise and egg when they were kids? This is what this smells like and it's making me gag. Oh my God. So I think that's it, right? Ugh. Girl, this smell is for the birds. I can't take it. Ugh. Oh my God. Ooh, I can feel it dripping down my body. Mm-mm. This week, I would say this week was a fail in facial mask. So that's what I learned. All right. So it says leave a thin layer. I don't know. Somebody help me. Help me, I'm poor. It says leave a thin layer of the mask on your face, let it dry, and then wash it off with lukewarm water. It feels gross. It smells gross. And this was terrible. So I'm not happy with the skin regimen that I got this week. This was for the birds, the actual birds. So all you need was one of these. I think honestly, just using this as a moisturizer, like just this, no egg, would have been fine. The egg thing, it stinks, y'all. Like, not that, like, my egg's ripe. I just don't like the smell of raw egg. And now it's sitting on my face and sliding down my chin, and it's too much for me. But apparently you do this moisturizing. After that, you take off let me read you what the internet says. The internet says that you apply it to your face and neck, and you let it dry for 15 minutes. Then you rinse your face with lukewarm water and gently scrub the mask free with a soft washcloth, and then rinse a second time with lukewarm water. And then at the end, splash cold water onto your face so it can soothe like all of the irritation and tighten your pores. And then you dry your skin, you pat it dry with a soft towel, according to the internet. But I mean, let me tell you what I would have normally done. If I didn't do any of this is what Devin would have done. Devin would have gotten her charcoal pill and her little, I'm gonna do this mask next week, actually. It's a charcoal pill and glue. You mix it together, you put 2 layers on your face, you let it dry. It takes a long time to dry, but once it dries, you peel it off and you can just like, afterwards your skin feels like, I don't know, it just feels new. I mean, I think it like rips like hair and like dirt out of your pores. Then after that, I'm just gonna do the aloe, just this thing. Aloe, I don't know how to say it. I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna put it over my skin and moisturizer. There's this challenge that's like, I use aloe, I don't know how to say it, but I use it for 4 days. I'm gonna try to do that this week because I got this entire stock of this stuff, thinking that this was about to be the biz knees. And now I just, it's with egg on my face. Get it? Egg on your face. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the point is make sure you're taking care of yourself, making sure that you talk about all of your trauma, deal with all of the stuff. I'm here if you need me. Please be there for me because I need y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm going to let this sit for 15 minutes and then I will let you know next week how it went. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next week. Bye.